Community is the glue that holds humanity together. It's at the core of everything. Something that I feel like I've noticed in the United States is that a lot of people here struggle with finding a sense of community, or at least feeling like they belong to some sort of community. It's a big thing, it's really important, and I would say on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it ranks pretty high. When we do things like when we play sports, or when we play instruments, or like participate in like events, community events, volunteer, whatever it may be, the way that I see it is that you do things in layers. You have the most superficial layer, and that's doing something for what it is, right? You play a sport, you play an instrument, you participate in an event, you work this job, you do the thing, right? And then if you take it a step lower, then you have things that are produced as a byproduct of doing that thing, but you don't really realize it. When you're playing sports, you're not only playing sports, but you're also participating as a part of a community, and you're doing practices every day, and you're committing to something long term. You're committing, you're doing consistent practices, you're socializing, you're making new friends. When you're playing instruments as a part of an orchestra or like a musical group, you're flexing the creative muscle in your mind to write music, you're practicing empathizing with other people, stuff like that, right? So there's more to doing a thing than just the thing itself, if that makes sense. Community is good, and doing those things are good because of the fact that they provide more in value than the thing in itself. It's much more than just doing the thing. It's about being someone or doing something to be able to practice day in, day out, to socialize, to build confidence, to build the soft skills, the underlying skills that people don't really talk about or think about when you're looking at something at face value. Building a community is important because you really get the social component, and you really get to learn how to be a part of something that is larger than yourself. And that is so big. It's such an important thing, especially as you get older, especially when you leave school, when you leave college, to participate, to volunteer, to be a part of something outside of work. Work doesn't count. Outside of work, that is a part of something greater than yourself. It is very important. And something that I've noticed when traveling to other countries, which is really fascinating, that I don't see here, is that everyone is sort of jumbled together in the sense that you have people that are 70, 80 interacting with people that are 15, 7, 30, 40 on a regular basis. In the United States, I feel like most of the people are sort of, you have groups of people, right? You have the 18 to 25, 26-year-olds hang out together, and you got the middle-aged people, etc., and then you got the older people, and then you have the kids, right? And everyone sort of sticks to their group, but not in other countries. I feel like in other countries that's not really the case. And in other countries, from my personal experience traveling and getting to know other cultures, I think that I've noticed a much stronger sense of community in those places. And so that's just something that I feel like I've recognized, and I think that it's something to keep in mind as you kind of tiptoe through life. Don't forget about the importance of finding a community of people outside of work, outside of school. Break through your inner circle. It's important to have family, very important to have family, but a family isn't always necessarily a community. So you have to make sure that you're finding a community as a part of your human experience. You need to be able to contribute to something that is greater than yourself. It gives you purpose. It takes you out of your head. It's incredibly important. Something else, actually, it's a reason why it's such a big part of 12-step programs. People battling addictions, going through hard vices, trying to just become new versions of themselves, trying to transcend their former selves. Some of the things that they have these people do is that they have them volunteer or contribute to some sort of community. And the reason why they do that is because by doing so, they're able to, as I said earlier, give up. It's not about you anymore. It's about the community. It's not, you're not making everything about yourself. You're making it about other people. And when you make it about other people, you let go of yourself. You let yourself flow. You stop the bottleneck that's trying to get out, right? The spiritual flow flows, right? It doesn't, there's no barrier. There's nothing blocking that flow from just naturally going through your,